Hello everyone, Adi Simion, Coldwell Banker. Welcome to my morning commute. Again, I'm not doing videos while I'm driving anymore because some of you told me it's not safe for me or the others around me, and you're right, so I stopped doing that. This morning I want to talk about liens and judgments on the title of the property you're buying. So when you're a buyer, you put an offer, it gets accepted, you go to escrow. First thing escrow does, hires a title company that pulls a preliminary title report. So that's being given to you as a part of seller's disclosures. So you need to sign and acknowledge that you found, you got the preliminary title, you looked at it, and everything is fine. So in the preliminary title, you'll be surprised a lot of buyers agents don't send it to you. You'll end up signing for it at closing, and you probably never read it. But if you do have a good agent, they'll give it to you and you'll see it, and if there is issues in there, they'll explain it to you. So just keep in mind to ask for it, okay? When you're in escrow at the beginning, ask for the preliminary title so you can see what type of liens are in the property, are attached to the property. Normal loan liens are fine because you buying the property, the seller has to give it to you free and clear. So the liens will be paid with the money you give in the escrow for the property. So that's fine. But what if there is a mechanical lien in there? Maybe the seller did some construction, didn't pay the contractor, and now there is a lien attached to the property that needs to be paid at closing. Depending on how big it is does the seller have enough money left after they pay everybody to pay that lien? Because if it doesn't, then there is an issue. You can't close escrow. Also, what I've seen happening, sellers have judgments against them. Could be from a divorce, could be from a business went wrong, could be from anything. Somebody, you owe money, they'll put a lien on your property, and you can't sell that property until you satisfy that lien. So from the proceeds of the property, you have to pay the lien down so you can get the title clear and transfer to the buyer. So let's say there is a big judgment there, and the seller cannot satisfy it through the sale. Maybe they have to pay a first mortgage, a second mortgage, some other debtors, and by the time they have to leave the house, there is not enough money in the equity of the property to pay those judgments off. So what happens? You cannot close. And if you didn't look at these things and the seller didn't tell you, maybe they were hoping, oh, maybe they're not there, or maybe they didn't even know about it, and you make arrangements to move, you give your landlords your 30-60 days notice, and who knows, maybe you sell a house and you already sold it and you have your stuff in a storage or in a truck waiting for you to move in a new house, and you can't actually move in the new house because the liens cannot be satisfied, and you know what? There's nothing you can do. It's going to cancel. The whole thing is going to collapse, and even the seller, you put a 3% deposit when you put your property in escrow. That's for damages for the seller. But if there are damages for the buyer because the seller couldn't close in time or close at all, there are damages now to you because you have made arrangements, you have your stuff on a truck, you have to get a hotel room, you have to look for another house. Where do you live in the meantime? There's damages to you. It's not much you can do because the seller have to be able to give you the title free and clear, and he cannot. And if he cannot, he can get out, and there's nothing you can do, and you're at loss. So the idea here is when you enter escrow, make sure you ask your agent to look at the preliminary title, give it to you so you guys together can look at it and see what is there. Also, the preliminary title will find not just liens and judgments, you actually can find defects of title. What if somebody has a right of way to go through your property, through your backyard? What if you want to put a pool? You bought a house, you want a pool. The house doesn't have a pool, it has a beautiful backyard. You have room to put the pool back there, and you say, I'm going to buy this house because I want to put a pool in there. And you buy the house and you find out later on that there is some utilities behind your house and you cannot dig, can't get through, so you can put the pool. If you didn't read the preliminary title and see what defects are on the title, what things are on the titles, you don't know, and you end up with a property that it's not what you wanted. You have to sell it because you can't live without a pool. So just very important, take a look at the preliminary title and see what's going on. There are links on those pages that they give you, and click on the links and look at the documents and see what you're buying. Sometimes you need to do that, and I see time and time again agents are not looking at those, buyers are not looking at those, and they buying properties and they get stuck with something that they don't want. So look at the preliminary title. Alrighty, so that was it for this morning. Talk to you all soon. Have a good day. Adi Simion, Coldwell Banker. Bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please click the link below and subscribe to my channel. I cannot wait to watch your comments. And if you have a particular subject that you want me to cover, please comment in the section below. Thank you.